Hello, everybody. It's another beautiful day, but it's just another day you have to get through. Whee! Didn't do much today. I wanted to make some sandwich spread for the kids, and so I used hot dogs and bologna. I used I think 12 hot dogs because I get the big packs and the bologna. But I'll tell you, the hot dogs smell just like bologna, so I guess bologna's made just like hot dogs are. Although, don't get me wrong, I love hot dogs and I love bologna. So. And then I added a cup of Miracle Whip, a cup of relish, half a cup of pimento cheese spread. That was homemade. We got it at the meat market. And probably a fourth of a teaspoon of pepper and a fourth of a teaspoon of onion powder. And mix that all. Yeah, I said that. And mix that all up and tastes good. So that'll be something nice for them to have when they want a sandwich or a snack or something. Uh, my mom used to make us bologna salad. She had one of them grinders that hooked on the table, and I wish I had something like that. I just used my grater and grated it. I used to use a fork, but I got smarter. uh, Other than that, not doing too much. I was listening to some people today, this morning on Facebook, and they had some good points on how to treat people um, when you want something done. And that's true. If you want, if you're there to buy something or you're there to go to the doctors or something like that, you're asking for their service. So it's best to be um, kind to them because they're not wanting the service, you are. So you get more from people, like my mom said. You can get more with honey than you can vinegar. So, and I have to agree, that's right. We shouldn't have even me, I shouldn't have an attitude when I go shopping because they got a service that they're providing and I'm needing it. That even goes for the grocery stores and stuff. Them the people sit there and they go, day after day, hour after hour, either stocking shelves or they're using cashing you out or something. And now they want some stores. I seen something on Facebook. It said, it's like the store employee said, it was a cartoon thing. We got self checkout, and the woman was pushing a cart and said, "Well, I don't work here." And that's true. I don't like self checkout myself. Um, my daughters do, but I don't really like it. And I'm sure I've heard of a lot of shoplifters like self checkout. So I don't think that's a good idea on their part. But um, it's true. And it's like when people open doors for you. Um, Pass it along, open the door for somebody else. And, if they open it for you, say thank you. And, you know, we should help each other out. That's like, paying it forward. I've never been in line getting coffee that somebody in front of me paid for mine. And, I have been in the grocery store and I've been shy like $4 or $5. I've had to put food back. Nobody's offered to help me. But, I'm not judging them because, it's just the way some people are. Me, I was behind someone one time and she needed, I think it was a couple dollars. And I paid for it. And the cash register lady just like was, "Oh my God, are you sure?" And it's like, yeah, what's wrong with you? It's not going to hurt. And I just think we just need to be kinder with each other. Um, it's like around towns and stuff in the winter, people will put new scarves or gently used scarves and hats and gloves clean in bags and will attach them to light poles or trees or something for people who need them. And I think that's nice. If I had the capabilities, I'd like to and I had the money, I'd like to make sandwiches and stuff and um, put some fruit in there and go around like to the Bethany Center, or, hand them out to people that's less fortunate than I am. But that's a pipe dream for me, so um, I don't see that happening. It's bad enough I have to keep my family going that way. And it's always been a dream of mine, or God put it in my heart to have a pantry, but I don't have any way to do that either. So that's not going to happen either. So I just have to, you know, um, keep love in my heart for Jesus, and um, not pass judgment on people. I always say, do what you think Jesus would do. Because I know people get upset, and I've even got upset when people's parked in front of my house and they take my parking spot. But then, I always say, well, what would Jesus do? Well, he'd go and park around the corner, and it's less wear and tear on your brain if you go along with stuff than if you're um, mad because somebody parked in front of your house, took your parking space, or uh, anything. That just puts more wear and tear on your mind, and you just carry it around and just festers inside. Where if you just let it go, you don't have a problem with you, and you can go about and be happy, do what you want to do, because whatever someone else is acting like, that's on them, not on you. It doesn't even matter if they call you names. Um, like my grandson said, well, I've had people when I've walked a dog yell at me. I've had kids at school call me crater face. I said, well, you just let them go and be you. They're the ones that have to answer for, their bad behaviors or their bad remarks. You don't take it into your body so that you can feel bad the rest of the day because of what somebody else said that was stupid. Just let that on them. Um, and then they can carry that luggage around, not you. Don't carry other people's luggage. I know a lot of times people are bullies. A lot of times people want to be mean and say stuff, but that's because they're trying to put their luggage on your shoulders. And if we don't take it, they've got to carry it. And so that's just, you know. Um, I also heard about, I don't know if anybody's watched Freely, the Banana Girl. I mean, she's got, over 3 million people. And then she wants to live in a hut in Ecuador. Do you believe that? How did you get all this high tech? Um, well, I know you can video on camera, but then the sound's high tech, everything's high tech, and you're living in a hut. You believe that? No, I don't. I think she has a fancy house and she's just out there acting like it because, there's a lot of famous YouTubers that make their audience believe that something's happening when it's not. Um, they drive around in an old car or something. Well, I got an old car for them to run around in. It don't run. So they could, it's just like, it's just ridiculous what some of them do. They're making a lot of money and they can afford homes. They can afford uh, going and picking out expensive furniture and I know a lot of people have prayed to God and they're good people and they deserve it, but you can just sometimes see a change in them too. Do I believe this channel's gonna ever make me like that? No, no, I don't. Um, I'm just on here mainly for my own enjoyment, I think. Um, but to be famous and not ever have to worry, no. I checked on, you can check on your computer and see how your channel or stuff did. And actually, I seen what my revenue would be. 3 cents. Woo, 3 cents. Well, I got a long way to go if I want to, be like some of the other ones with no worries and cares. And, basically you have to have over 10,000 people just to get some money. But the higher you go, the more you're guaranteed that it's a business, that you can live on it and, you know, sail through life. Look at Logan Paul. That guy's a millionaire. Do you think YouTube's ever going to cut him loose? No. He makes money for them. So they're not going to cut those kind of people loose because they depend on it too. Bye. Me, yeah, they cut me loose. I don't bring nothing in. I'm just grateful they let me come on here and make videos and, publish them. I'm grateful for that. But I'm not going nowhere. It's like Angry Grandpa. At one time, they were nothing. And they have everything now. Except for Grandpa died. But, to get a lot of the footage that they used to get, they were kind of mean to Grandpa. They hid his medicine because he did have a depression problem. They would take his food that, he might buy something special and they eat it just to get a reaction out of him. Or he'd make this meal or something and say, I'm tired, I'm going to take a nap, wake me up in an hour. Well, they don't wake him up, they let it burn so that they can get a reaction out of him. That's what it all was. Now, there was things that he would tear up and stuff like that, but it was TVs or stoves or refrigerators that weren't any good anyway. And so he would, they'd talk him into doing it. But, in the beginning with Angry Grandpa, it was all about what can we do to get a reaction out of him. That's what it was about. And God rest his soul. He's, he was sick and he's in a better place now. So, but that's what a lot of people do. I used to watch McJuggernuggets, and I actually thought that what was going on was true. That his dad was mean and run over video games and all kinds of things. Or was making him pay to live there, stole his money, and then you find out that those were old games that he had gotten and threw down there. His dad ran over. His dad never was going to kick him out, never asked for rent money. He worked on a farm one time and with his uncle, which his uncle didn't even work on that farm either. Lived in a camper out in the woods, and this woman would come out there and she was real mean and hateful to him, a neighbor, his mother's best friend, but she wasn't like that either. He made a storyline of things that the people actually believed was happening. They would actually call the police. They would actually tell them something was going on out there and all this stuff. He never shied away from showing you where he lived because he did want his fans to find him. Yeah, it's just like with Kid Behind the Camera. He always says he don't like people sneaking up on his house. Well, then you shouldn't be showing your house. You've showed what it looks like. You showed this road in front of it. Um, you know, you if I didn't know where it was because I'm not from that state, but other people are, you're just asking for it because that gives you a topic that you can work off of. So, well, I'm done talking about that. But I should have on here Ruth's random thoughts and rants. That's what it should be, because sometimes I do get rants. But my thoughts have been random because it went from making bologna spread to being like Jesus to being kind to people to ranting about others. Yeah. But like I said, I'm small potatoes in the field. I'm grateful they let me come on here. I'm not going to make no money off of this. It's just the way things are. I'm running at 26 strong. So that's it. And when somebody unsubscribes, I can tell. It's not like they don't know. When people unsubscribe to them, they don't know. It's just a little number it ticks off. They still got the big picture. I know when someone does because it goes from 26 to 25. It just goes down. So, oh well, it is what it is. So, I will talk to all of you later, and you have a wonderful day today. And if it's nice and the sun's shining where you're at, go out and enjoy it. If you're working, have a good day because we make our lives what we want them to be. So, you make yours the best. And when you get off of work, go home and rest. You know, have a nice meal. Go out and eat with your family. Watch a movie and eat popcorn. Um, just enjoy your days. And have a wonderful weekend. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.